Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. See here we have a Lenovo laptop. What is the model number? The model number is IdeaPad Slim 3. It's a Core i3. How this laptop motherboard will work? What are the signals? What are the voltage it requires? When the proper signal will come, step by step, all today I am going to tell you. Let us start. First we will open this cap and we will check what motherboard model number it is. Here we have opened the cap. What is the model number? Please check. See, this is the motherboard and it's onboard RAM. Okay, one RAM slot also is there, external and internal RAM, and the motherboard model number is NM-C781. Okay, so how it will work? So complete session I will tell you. Let us begin. Here is the motherboard bottom section. It contains SOC and it's a RAM, onboard RAM. Here is the data board, and next we can see it's a top portion of the motherboard, and here is the top portion of the data board. Here is the DC jack. Once you connect the adapter, the voltage will enter through this pin. Actually it contains total 7 pin. Here is the only one pin is the positive side and all other ground side. This is the pin number 1, that is the positive one. It will enter here to the motherboard and it will come to this, because see the motherboard, see here is the trace. Okay, up to here it will come, but here it's a open condition. It is in open condition. Here fuse should be there, but fuse not there. So where it will go? So it will come and stuck here. And one more part, it's a top portion of the motherboard. What it contains? See here, this is the top portion of the DC jack, and here is the pin number 1. Up to here it will come. Actually it's a PJ102 is the, what is that? Jumper in the sense these two track it will combine. So once it combine these two track, here is the positive one, it will enter to this track. So this track contain in the other session, it's a bottom session. Here is the bottom session. Here it will connect up to here. See, here is the PF5101. It's a fuse. It's a open condition, but this track will connect. See, here is the ground. Here two capacitors will connect to the positive one. If any noise will come, here is the filter session. Okay, it will act as a filter capacitor. So it's a bypass capacitor actually. Okay, non-polar capacitor. So this track contains a coil. Here also one coil should be there, but here it's open condition, but here it's a closed condition. The path is continue through this coil. So here through this coil the name become as V in. On other hand, one more source will enter to the motherboard, that's from battery side. See, this is the battery connection. It's a JBAT1 and JBAT2. Actually 2 will be there. One is for 17 inches motherboard and other one is for 14 inches motherboard. Okay, here actually the pin number 1 and 2, this it start from here, it's the mark is there, no, it's a 1 and 2 are the positive from the battery side. So that one has given to the coil PL5201 and PL5202. Here two capacitors are there, before coil and after coil. It's an inductor actually. Okay, so before inductor, here is the, what is that? Is the capacitor. It's a filter capacitor, bypass capacitor. What are the AC noise will come? No, that one will bypass to the ground. This is the ground part. And one more capacitor is there here. So that one is after inductor. So after inductor, the voltage will pass from here to here. So that time if any noise will generate, then the bypass filter is here. Okay, so now here it's become as BAT plus. So now total two sources will enter to the motherboard. One is V in and second one is BAT plus. Important note, please note this point because we got V in and BAT 2. There are two separate sources to the motherboard, but these two sources will be in open condition, so we will get only voltage, not current. Okay, please note down. Once again I'm telling you, please note down, there will be no current till here. So that's why in your DC machine you will get 0 milliamps. Once closed circuit will start, then only you will get the current. Okay, so now the V in and BAT plus, there are two sources will enter through this 3-leg diode. Okay, here it's a multiple section will be there, no? So otherwise there will be only one diode. Here actually two sources are there, that's why it's a one output and two input. One is, it's a pin number 1, 2, 3. It's a pin number 2 is for V in and pin number 3 is for BAT plus. Which one is higher volts, that one you will get the output. If you connect both, it's a both in the sense adapter will be 20 volts and battery will be approximate 12 or 13 or 14, whatever it may be. So that volts, actually if you connect both, so 1 volt higher one, which one, it's a 20 volts will enter here. In case if you connected only battery, then battery voltage will come to here. It's a 14 or 12, whatever it may be, it's a battery voltage. So it will enter to this 100 ohms. It's actually wattage will be more, so that's why higher wattage. 10 ohms resistor will be there here. Through this 10 ohms resistor, actually it will act as a fuse. Okay, once it enter here to here, so then little bit loss of electrons will be there, then current will get lost little bit because of safety purpose. It will avoid the damage of this particular IC. So then once it enter the voltage, so it will go to pin number 28. Once the voltage enter to the BQIC, then internally region pin, it's a pin number 24 will start. Internally it gives pin number, what is that, pin number 24 region will start. It gives 5.1 to 6 volts. At a time pin number 3, that is CMSRC will start. This is a driver for AC drive path. Once CMSRC will generate, it drives the AC drive voltage, means it generates the AC drive voltage, that's a 25 volts. Now pin number 4 will get 25 volts. Internally it will generate 25 volts. That 25 volts will go to 2 MOSFET of the gate. Okay, it drives 2 MOSFET of the gate. What are those? PQ5301 and PQ5302. This is actually first MOSFET. It connected from the where DC jack, and here is the output of this MOSFET, and this output is connected to the input source of the second MOSFET. But this is N channel MOSFET. To drive means to pass the voltage from drain to source, there should be higher voltage in the gate. That higher voltage compared to this source is 25 volts. The main source voltage is approximate 19 or 20 volts, right? So compared to that, higher voltage should be there in the gate. Then only 100% voltage will pass from drain to source. So that is the reason here these two N channel MOSFET will get 25 volts from the BQIC. Okay, here is the gate and here is the gate. These two, if you test, you will get 25 volts. Once 25 volts you will get the V in which is generated here, the first MOSFET will cross from here to here, drain to source, okay, because of this gate voltage. Then this both are connected. See the connector here. So both track are connected here. It means second MOSFET source is directly passed to drain, means 100% it will pass. If there is no gate, little bit voltage will get drop and remaining voltage will pass, but here 100% will pass due to this gate voltage. Once this gate voltage is fulfilled, then 100% voltage will come to PJ5301. Once it will enter to this PJ5301, here it's joined one. Okay, this is the part 2, pin 2. These two are joined through this soldering point. So once these two paths are joined, then this path is connected to pin number 1 of the CLR. Okay, see, this CLR contains 20 volts because it has come from adapter section. So till here you will get 19 or 20 volts, it depends on adapter voltage. So it will pass this only, what is that, 0.1 ohms, correct? So this is it's like a fuse, or it's like a main CLR, just one little bit electrons will get dropped because it gives the information to the charging IC about the current. Regarding the current and voltage, the information goes to charging IC. How, I will tell you. So here is the output. In this output you will get 20 volts, but here input also 20 volts, but output it's depend on the battery side, battery voltage. Adapter is connected or not, that one decide this CLR voltage. Through this CLR voltage only the whole motherboard will get the supply. This is the main voltage of the motherboard. What is that? It's a 20B plus voltage. Please note down this. It's a 20B plus, means it's a 20 volts is the main adapter voltage, and B plus means it's a battery voltage. Battery voltage, how you will get, that also I will explain. On other hand, the pin number 18 is controlled by this IC. This particular pin number 18 goes to the gate of one more MOSFET, that is PQ5303. See, at a time 3 MOSFET will controlled by this IC because it will test its a battery as connected or adapter as connected. Once adapter has connected, it will generate AC drive, not bat drive. Okay, that time bat drive will be 0. That time, see, this is actually PQ5303. Here is the gate. This gate is controlled by this BQIC. Here, if there is no voltage, then it won't pass from here to here, means source to drain, means drain to source it won't pass, but source to drain easily it will pass. But drain, here the drain will be the main AC voltage. Okay, the AC voltage, it won't allow from drain to source. So that's why I told you it will be controlled by this particular charging IC. So when the first and second MOSFET AC drive is available, then here this bat drive is not available. When those AC drive is not available, then here bat drive is available. Bat drive, once bat drive will start, then it allows this one to here, means here, sorry, this source to drain, means it's a battery voltage. What are the battery voltage are there in source, that will enter to the drain, then it will enter to where? It will come to this particular PR5301, this side. Okay, once this side will come, it will come, in case adapter is not connected, it will enter here, and this jumper here, then here is the drain. Okay, in case bat drive is active, then you will get this battery voltage till here, but it won't pass from here to here because that time the charging IC will disable this gate drive, gate voltage. AC drive won't available here. In case AC drive is available, then drain to source will enter here and it will damage the adapter section. So that's the reason these 2 and plus 1 more MOSFET, 3 MOSFET is at a time controlled by the charging IC. If properly it works, then you will get the proper voltage, 20B plus voltage here. In case if you connect the adapter, 20 volts you will get. In case only you connected the battery, that time battery voltage you will get here. This voltage will go to all over the motherboard. Where it will go, let us check. A small correction, actually PQ5303, this is the MOSFET, this is the drain, and this is the source. Actually I explained this MOSFET, actually I am sorry for that. This is the IC and MOSFET. This MOSFET and first and second MOSFET are controlled by this BQ IC.